In 1979, the Phanatic got to be the mascot to represent Major League Baseball when we went to Japan with a National League All-Star team and American League All-Star team. And it was 6 weeks of performing in front of Japanese fans and Tommy Lasorda was our manager. Chuck Tanner was our bench coach from the Pirates. And I got to go over there. I'm a young kid. I'm 21 years old, and I'm having a great time there. And I decide, I get to the clubhouse early because I got to get ready. And I see all these baseballs there. So I go, I'm signing the Phanatic's name on here. So I sign the Phanatic's name on a baseball. Well, I don't understand what I'm doing is I'm signing in the sweet spot where the seams are. That's where the manager signs. So Tommy has seen this, and I don't know Tommy at all, other than he's, you know, the manager of the Dodgers. And so they stage an intervention. The next game, they got to the clubhouse early. They hid in the manager's locker room, and there I am signing baseballs. And the door comes bursting over. He runs, you got screaming at me nose to nose, and I'm thinking, oh my God, Tommy Lasorda is going to kill me. And all of a sudden, Chuck Tanner comes out of the room behind him, and they're laughing. And then Tommy puts his arm and says, look, kid, I get it, but you can't sign where the manager signs. That's where I sign. So that's how our relationship started.
Right.
And when he would go out on the field, he was anatomically a unicorn. He had bowed legs.
If I may, Dave, he was similar to the Phanatic.
Yeah, yeah, but he was bow-legged, Jason, and pigeon-toed at the same time.
No, I'm well aware.
I would sneak behind him, imitating him, and then the fans would start to go, oh, because the Japanese fan, it was like I was making fun of the Lord.
Yeah.
And then Tommy would whip around, and then the Phanatic would just go, like nothing was happening. Everybody laughed. And then when he laughed, then the fans laughed. And so I really believe what happened during that tour was Tommy realized he could entertain his ball players. He could have a lot of fun. If he acted nasty to me, especially in Philadelphia, then he could really connect with them. And so every time he came to Philadelphia, I was always doing that. And I kept ramping it up to the point where I got a dummy and I dressed it up as Tommy and I stuffed a pillow underneath it. And then he would say, well, he's defaming the Dodger uniform. And it all came to a head because
here we go.
He was... He and Earl Hershiser had got into a weight loss competition. Just the two of them said, we're going to lose some weight.
Sure.
Slim Fast comes in. They sponsor it. So he comes to town this day. 2 weeks, he hasn't had pasta. His team is in the cellar. And he had told his clubhouse manager, do not bring an extra jersey of mine. I'm not going to let that SOB get my jersey again. Well, the first game I came out and found I didn't have it. I went out to the store. I bought a jersey and had seamstress put Lasorda in the back. And there I come out with the Tommy doll. And the first thing I see, he's looking at the clubhouse manager. And I go, oh my God, he's gonna kill him because how to get. And then he just stormed out. He beat the crap out of a Muppet. And so me personally, my favorite part of this was, it's a big story in the newspaper. It's a big story in the newspaper. It's all over the newspaper. And Stan Hochman, a Hall of Fame journalist, writes a story. And he basically in the story says both of us were acting like children. So I call Stan up on the phone. I go, wait a second. I want you to tell me who was doing their job. I'm the mascot. He's the manager of the Dodgers. He comes out and kicks the crap out of a Muppet. I got him to do it. I'm doing my job. And Stan hangs up on me, and I can only think, here's the Hall of Fame sports writer going, I'm getting called on the carpet by a mascot.
Yeah, right.
You know, so and to this day, it's been memorialized in that video.
What an amazing thing.